Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy Friday. I hope everybody's having an amazing day and had an amazing week. Guys, today I want to talk about something super important. Us as entrepreneurs, as business owners, we tend to criticize ourselves so much, and that makes it harder. I mean, we are making it harder for ourselves when we're not nice to ourselves. And that's how most people fail in life. They say, yes, I'm going to make a business. And then throughout the journey to get there, to get to that successful point, you're so hard on yourself that it gets really hard to get to your goals. So I wanted to end this week talking about how we need to be nicer to ourselves if we want to really create a career, really create a business that we absolutely love. All right, so guys, let's be nice to ourselves. And that's something that we need to do every single day. Every single day. Happiness is a pursuit. I see people that it's so easy for them to be sad, to criticize themselves. Then let's work towards being happy. Let's work towards being nicer to ourselves, and that would make the process so much easier. And remember, don't think about being happy and being nice to yourself when you get to the goal, because that's never going to come. You need to be nice to yourself today, every single day, so that making it to that goal that you have is a lot easier. Okay, so what are my tips to be nice, and the things that I do every single day to remind myself of how much of a badass I am, right? Because if you sit down and take a look at everything you've done, you're a freaking badass. You are a freaking badass. So every single day, remind yourself of that. Remind yourself how much you've done, how much you've accomplished, how you help other people change their lives. And remember that every single day. Write it down. I read this book by Rachel Hollis not long ago, a few weeks ago, and she recommends writing every single day 10 things that you're going to be in the future in 10 years, but write them as they are right now, as if they were true right now. So one of the things that I write every single day, and let me just grab it so I read exactly what I write every single day. Every day, I'm not going to read the 10 things, but just one that's exactly to my point with making affirmations and reminding yourself how much of a badass you are and how much of a badass you are to other people. All right. So one of the things that I do, that I write, is I am exceptional at helping businesses grow online and make massive profits online, right? And the fact that I remind myself every single day of that is like, wow, I know I do that every single day. I help my clients make profit online. Wow. Like, by writing that every single day, when I have a bad day with a client, when I have a day that a funnel is not converting, guess what? That right there, that affirmation every single day reminds me of every other day that I do amazing things for my clients. So tell me, what are those affirmations that you are doing every day? And this is funny because I remember there's movies that there's people standing right in front of the mirror saying, you're awesome, you're amazing. And I I used to think like that's they're such losers. But that's actually part of being successful. Reminding yourself, I'm not telling you like go right in front of the mirror and tell yourself those things. You need to believe it, and you need to really ingrain it in your brain that you're amazing, and make that affirmation every single day. Right? You promise? All right, awesome. Now I want you to be kind to yourself. Guys, I know that we sometimes make mistakes. I know that sometimes we feel that we're not doing enough, but we are. And it's so easy to feel like we're an imposter. It's so normal for entrepreneurs and business owners to feel that imposter syndrome. And guys, we just need to be kind to ourselves, just like we're kind to others, and we tell them like, look, you're amazing with this, you're amazing with that. We should tell that to ourselves every single day. And we need to be our own advocate. We need to be our own motivator, so that, I mean, just think about it. Why do we need someone else's approval to go ahead and do what we love? No, you need your own approval. You need your own motivation. So find ways that will keep you motivated. For me, in my case, is working out. I work out every day. Well, I work out 4 times a week, and that keeps me motivated to sit down and work all day and help my clients and launch my own products. So what is your way to keep motivated? Oh, and one thing I do to keep motivated is I put music in the morning that reminds me of that high vibe, of that energy that I need to have every day to be successful, to get to where I want. So for example, I put High Hopes every day, almost every day. And I freaking love that song. I really recommend it because it gives me that energy and reminds me of where I want to be. So how are you motivating yourself every single day to get to your goals? And guys, remember that when you take action, when you walk towards your goals, that is the greatest motivator. And I know you've been there. I know that you've been there where you say like, oh, I don't feel like doing this today, right? So you set your goals. For example, you said, I'm going to do a Facebook Live tomorrow because I know that's going to increase my visibility. And then tomorrow comes and you're like, oh, I don't feel like doing that today. That's normal. That's normal. But then what happens is that you feel a momentary relief as to, yeah, I'm not doing it today, I'll do it tomorrow, and it feels good at that point. But then the rest of the day you feel like a freaking failure because you didn't go live, you didn't do what you promised to do for yourself, and then you start failing in every other aspect in your life because you didn't do that one thing that you promised yourself. So the greatest motivator for you to keep going is to do what you promised yourself you were going to do. Okay, so make a list of a few things that you consider are the most important in your business, that are the most important to make a profit, to attract your ideal client, and set a goal, and every day make sure you do what you promised yourself you would do. Okay, and then once you do it, you're like, oh my God, this feels amazing, let's do more. So action is the greatest way to motivate yourself. Once you start, you just go ahead, you just do it. You feel so proud of yourself that there's no stopping you. All right, so be your own motivator, be your own advocate. Now I want you to give yourself permission. I want you to give yourself permission to stay away from people and have your alone time, your me time, that you take a book and you read it, right, guys? And I know that you must be thinking like, yeah, well, reading is not my me time because it's still business. No, I'm talking about read a novel, read something that is not anything to do with your business. Take your time off, go out for a hike, go out for a walk, go swimming, do something that will take your mind completely off work, completely off your business, so that you can recharge your energy. Give yourself permission to give yourself time to recover from all those energy sucking meetings and dealing with so many things. So in my case, right now that the whole pandemic is going on and there's not much going out, I find that my me time is reading novels. Like right now I'm reading The Throne of Glass, and it's just like getting out of my own mind and just going into this fantasy world that doesn't require Facebook ads, that doesn't require funnels or emails or automations. It just takes my mind completely away from it. And I freaking love it. Yeah, in the morning, I read my smart book. I call it my smart book and my non-smart book. I always read two. In the morning, I read, right now I'm reading, I'll teach you how to be rich. And that's my morning book. Like, it motivates me. And that's one of the things I do to motivate myself too. In the morning, I put an audiobook. It could be Expert Secrets, Dot-Com Secrets, Think and Grow Rich, like those amazing books that they always motivate me to keep going and try new things and innovate and help my clients in different ways and just apply different strategies. And then at night, when I'm done with work, I give myself permission to completely disconnect from the world in my novels and my fantasy books. And I freaking love it, right? And then, guys, I want you to forget about perfection. Perfection sucks. That sucks. Perfection is the worst thing you can do. Do not strive to be perfect. Strive to be great and do your very best, but stop being a perfectionist. Like, if you have a funnel and you're waiting for it to be perfect to launch it, guys, no, stop. Just launch it as it is. And remember that the only ones that are going to tell you if it's good or not is your audience. You might think that your funnel is ugly and then you launch it and your audience goes crazy over it and they opt in and they buy your stuff. And it could be the other way around. You work on it and you try to perfect it so much. It takes months and months to launch, and then you launch it in crickets. Happens all the time. Okay, your audience is the only one that can tell you if things are good or not. So when you're working on something, just make sure that it's good enough to put it out there, and just put it out there, and you'll keep fixing it and optimizing little by little as you go and making it better. But if you wait for something to be perfect, it's never going to get launched. It's never going to make you profitable. So stop being perfect and just launch. And it's better to just go out there and show that you're not perfect. You're a human being, and that's how your audience is going to just relate with you and see that you're not these extraterrestrial being doing online stuff. You're a human being, and that's how you connect. All right, guys, so that's it for today. Be nice to yourselves. Be nice to yourselves. Promise me that this weekend you're going to be nice to yourself. You're going to go back into what you did in the last week, in the last month, in the last year, and recognize all those amazing things you've done for you, for your clients, for your family, and be proud of it. Okay, we need to be proud of ourselves every single day. It doesn't matter how small that thing is. Yes, of course, we want to be greater. We want to do amazing things, and we're not there yet. But if we're proud of what we did today, doesn't matter if we haven't reached our goals, then our goal is going to be a lot easier to achieve. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me in the Call to Soul Machine show. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.